Welcome to our third and final chapter of our Maui adventures, where we're taking you to Haleakala National Park and the road to Hana. These two were our most adventure-packed days of our entire trip, and it was so much fun. So let us take you to volcanoes, bamboo forests, black sand beaches, and many waterfalls along the way.
Guys, but now it's recording.
Okay. Yo, this is MTV Raps. We're here at Haleakala National Park with Bijan, Mary, and Tara. And I'm Sia. What's up? If you ever get to come here, you're gonna get oodles and oodles of beautiful scenic views and lava rocks.
We are on top of the summit of Haleakala. And this is Sia trying to find a good angle for his photo. And we're right above all these magnificent clouds. It's pretty awesome.
The reason why we're calling it a production is because we were having a little shoot on top of the summit of Haleakala. We were trying to do all these jumping shots, and some of them stuck and some of them did not, and it took quite a few tries in order to get it right. Obviously, Tara was the best at doing these shots, given she has that dancing background and is a professional dancer. So these were the results of the little photo shoot. Bijan couldn't join us for the photo shoot because he wasn't feeling well, but luckily he got better after a short break on the summit in the car.
And tell us about this trail.
Happy I'm here because I wasn't able to make it to the summit.
Oh,
I was feeling sick. But I had an hour-long nap apparently.
yes, you did.
That made me feel much better.
Oh. Well, we're on the sliding sands trail and it can go for 11 miles, but we're only doing 2.5 before we turn back to get to the first cinder cone. And cinder cones are the cones that you see where the eruption takes place.
So that was kind of a weak-ass explanation of what a cinder cone is. Upon coming back from the hike, I did look it up, and a cinder cone volcano are the steep conical hills that are made when loose volcanic fragments accumulate around a vent from an eruption. So that's what we were seeing as we were walking through the sliding sands trail. Now, just a couple of fun facts about Haleakala. The national park was created in 1960, and it actually has quite a bit of elevation range from the lowest point, which is 0 feet at the Pacific Ocean, and then the highest point is over 10,000 feet at the summit, which you guys saw earlier. Now, the Haleakala name comes from the Hawaiian word for house of the sun. Viewing the sunrise from the summit of Haleakala is a very popular activity, and you have to get special passes for doing that. We are not early birds, the whole team, so we didn't do that, and we just woke up at a decent time and went to Haleakala for the day, and it's highly recommended if you ever get a chance to come to Maui.
So we have started our road to Hana tour for the morning, and right now we're in Pipiwai, and this is Ho'okipa Beach. You will see that there are heaps of surfers out there catching waves. The waves look really big, actually. That's awesome. You also see a lot of chickens here. Here's one. Just casually strolling. Oh my gosh, we have just found like 1,000 turtles. There's one here, and then look at those! Those are all turtles. Turtles for miles to see. That's another one. Oh, I thought they were rocks, but no, they're all turtles, just like sunbathing. Again, it's awesome. How are the turtles, baby?
Inactive. They were sleeping.
I know, but we were still looking at them for like 15 minutes. Do you want to explain to us where we are?
Yeah, it's the trail.
We're at Twin Falls Trail right now. And Bijan, as always, is very helpful in explaining things. It's really beautiful. It's apparently a private land that the owner allows people to trek through in order to get to the falls. And then there's just like a $10 parking fee, which is super accessible and affordable.
So Twin Falls is the first easily accessible string of waterfalls and pools on the road to Hana, and it is pretty well, the trail is pretty well marked, and it's very easy to walk and find your way in the park. I would say that to the first waterfall, it's probably around 20 minutes to walk over there, and then maybe another 20 minutes to the second waterfall. So this is the first waterfall. As you can see, it's beautiful. It's surrounded by all these tree vines and super serene in this area. After 40 minutes of walking, we were finally at the second waterfall, and it was gorgeous. The water was super clear and we're excited to jump in.
Sun was out, but beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah. The water's a little cold, you said?
Yeah, but whatever. No big deal.
We're all cautiously going in. Yeah, get in that water. I'm coming in slowly. Moving into the waterfall.
Go in. Go in. Further. Good? Yeah.
The water was really refreshing and we had a terrific time. This little bit over here, I'm not sure what happened, but the Hashimi brothers were being super entertaining, and I'm sorry that the video missed it. After Twin Falls, we hit the road again and stopped in an overlook to take in the amazing scenery. The next stop along the way is the Kianai Arboretum. It is a beautiful botanical garden that features a lot of different varieties of tropical plants around the world. We had a really, serene time just walking around the half-mile walk in the rainforest and taking in the sounds of the birds and nature. At this moment, I want to put in a quick plug for an app called Guide Along, which we used extensively traveling around Maui. It is GPS operated, and when you reach a marker, it will automatically tell you what that tourist attraction is. And it also gives you a lot of information about the history of Maui and how it came to be today.
We're at the Canine Peninsula, and this is really dramatic with all the volcanic rocks and the waves crashing against them. It's pretty spectacular. Bijan, what do you think? They're really sharp? Yeah, I can tell. Whoa!
It's time to hit the road again, and we saw plenty of waterfalls along the way, including Upper Waikani Falls as well as Hanawi Falls, both of which were spectacular and beautiful. The one that we stopped for a quick dip is called Pu'aka'a Falls. It's inside a state park, completely free, and there's a 0.1 mile out and back trail that gets you to these pristine water, very clear and cool. Bijan and I took a quick dip, and it was just so refreshing on a hot summer's day. And now it's time to go off again on the road.
Okay, this is Wai'anapanapa State Park. This is the famous black sand beach, which is down there. Reminds me a little bit of the black sand beaches in New Zealand, that those beaches are usually a little bigger.
You need the portability.
After going down to the beach, we did actually take a hike inside the state park. We went on the North Trail. I believe there are two trails. There's the North Trail and the South, but we decided to go north. It's about 2.3 miles, takes an hour to hike that. It's out and back and only very minor elevation, about 200 feet or so. So we didn't find it very challenging, but apparently in all trails it's rated as a moderately challenging route, which came as a surprise to us. We really like the coastal trail. It is very serene. There weren't that many people around, but you get to see a lot. Obviously, you get to see the main black sand beach, but there's also some side black sand beaches. As you go on the hike, you see a lot of lava rocks, which is really fun to explore. They're just such alien landscapes and really give the whole scenery a lot of character. There was some kind of like blowhole that we saw along the way, and just like waves crashing against these huge cliff tops, black cliff tops, and it was so majestic. Entering the state park does require reservation. You would need to reserve the date and time in advance. We probably did that maybe 1 or 2 weeks out. Can't really remember, but it's important to note that you can't get day off tickets. After the hike, we chilled out in the water for a little bit, went in for a quick dip. It was just so much fun to be able to do that, hike and then beach.
We are on the Pipiwai Trail inside the ocean part of Haleakala National Park. And the trail just got really pretty over here. was pretty open before, and now you have all of these cool trees.
The Pipiwai trail is super easy to find and maintain. The trail is clearly marked and there's even a boardwalk in parts of it. The most famous part of the Pipiwai trail is probably the bamboo forest, which you will see in a minute. It is only one part of the trail and there is more to it than that. The Pipiwai trail to Waimoku Falls is about 1.8 miles long, and it unfolds along a string of pools and waterfalls, and it has very diverse scenery within a lush tropical rainforest. One of my favorite parts of the hike is just seeing all of the greenery around us, as well as passing through this huge banyan tree. It's just so symbolic of how rich that nature is in the area.
Wow, look at that waterfall. And there's two of them too. Oh, the bamboo forest is awesome. It's really serene. I feel like I'm in a totally different world. I wish I wasn't so out of breath, but it's just so serene. Having a lot of out of breathness here, and it's raining. You can't see it, but it's actually really refreshing because the hike has been uphill so far.
After our little hike, we finally arrived at Waimoku Falls. Simply majestic.
This is amazing. This majestic, powerful waterfall right in front of us. It is huge. I can't believe how big this is. Whoa. This is awesome. The mother of all waterfalls. Now we're going to the Ohio pools. And this tree is super cool. Look at the vines coming down from it. We came across a really cool clearing. The boards were talking about a concept in which the privatization of land was introduced to the Hawaiian Islands, and it basically was just super detrimental to the local Hawaiians because they didn't really understand this concept of land ownership, and it forced them to give up their land. They didn't know what they were giving up, and it's just a very, very sad colonial history.
After a short walk, we arrived at our destination, and it turned out to be pretty cloudy by the end of the day.
Whoa, look at that. These are the Ohio Gulch pools. They are 7 sacred pools All the way back there. Stunning. So stunning. So windy too.
After leaving the national park, we headed back towards where we started, and it was the end of our trip, but we did make a couple of stops along the way.